How are you, ma'am? How are you doing?
I'm doing great, as usual, full of beans. And you know what? When I do my work, when I interact with people, so it always fills me uh, like with energy, and so that's it.
Okay,
Okay,
great.
so Rav, so I just want to know a few little more things about you. So please introduce yourself.
Yes, sure, ma'am. Actually, my name is Saurabh Pal and I am from West Bengal. And I have done my graduation in geography last year. Right now, I'm just seeking job as well as just preparing myself for government exam. And these types of things are going on. And okay, all right. So could you please introduce yourself a little bit? It
Yes,
is our
yes.
first meeting.
Right, right, sure. So my name is Neha Rana. Originally, I am from Himachal Pradesh, but presently I stay in Mohali, that is in Punjab. I'm a homemaker and an English enthusiast. That is the reason I am always looking for these kind of platform where I can interact with more and more people. I run my YouTube channel and a Facebook page as well, where I upload videos. Whatever I know, I share my knowledge. And yes, because English is not our first language, it's a second language. So we need to work on our communication skills. So that's the
Yes, so
reason. Yes, that's the reason I am curious to learn new things about this language, and I want to be comfortable with this language. So that's all about myself.
okay. Yeah, that's
Yes.
amazing. So, could you please share your journey that how did you learn English? Like,
Oh,
my main question is like that as you are a homemaker, right? So it's very interesting for everyone that as a homemaker who is always busy with her
yes.
work and still he
Hmm.
can learn English, can speak English. That's very interesting. That's why I'm asking you the question.
Okay. You know what, Saurav? I have answered this question, I guess, so many times, but I love answering this question because, in a way,
Yes.
I am living my journey again. So, actually, I have done masters in English. I did my
Oh,
masters,
amazing.
but listen, I did my master in 2005, right? So it's a long gap here, and then I
Yeah.
got married, I became mother, and I was completely busy with my married life, like taking care of my family, raising up my child, and so on. But the thing is, like, I was always curious to learn this language. I belong to a very small village from Himachal, in Himachal, and you know what? When I did my masters in English, we didn't have Google, internet, phone. Even we didn't have proper books and professors also. So I would say हमने मस्ती में ही की थी. It's kind of कि चलो MA English कर लेते हैं. It was a random thought with my friends. Let's go for MA English. So, like as I told you that I always love this language. So I did my masters, and when during lockdown, when we were just locked and there was nothing to do, so I started taking online tuition classes because. In villages, online education system wasn't introduced before lockdown. No one
Yes. Yes.
was people were not aware of this kind of platform where we can teach students online. So that was the time when I started taking online tuition classes, specifically with in English grammar or spoken English. So, and then it was again a random thought that I started uploading my videos on YouTube. So, but I would like to tell you, teaching a subject, like teaching English as subject, is a different thing, and learning a language or teaching a language, right? To train people in language is completely different. I can ask that, okay, I can teach grammatical concept very well. I could teach because now I am pretty confident. It was a time when I could teach grammatical concept quite well, but when it uh, while talking with strangers in English, I used to get stuck. I used to get fumble. So then I thought, because my subject was English, so then I thought that I should work on my communication skills. because I was pretty confident dealing with my students and kind of, but gradually I started recording myself, and it really helped me. But when I started speaking on Skype with different people, it really made a difference. Like actually,
Yeah,
I can see that I'm grooming confidently. So I would say moral of the story is if you want to be fluent, you have to speak up. That is it.
yeah.
you
Sounds
need
good.
you Yes, you need to create that environment, so that, because you know what, in our villages we don't have that environment, right? We
Yeah,
don't
it's
speak.
true. It's true. Yeah.
Yes, we don't, because we belong to middle class families. hmm? I am a student of Hindi medium school, okay, and
Oh, me see.
yes, so it wasn't easy for me because there is a long gap and there is a long difference. That scenario was a different scenario. Now everything has changed. So sometimes I do feel like disappointed. How would I compete with today's generation? Because you people are quite fast in terms of technology and
Yeah,
learning
so
skills,
sure.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
So
ma'am.
it wasn't a smooth ride for me, specifically uploading my videos, because then comes editing part. You have to edit your video. You need to be good editing skills also. So
Yes,
learning
yes.
a language is a different skill, and then you need to be a good editor also. And
Yeah,
at this age, because I am 40 now, I have so many health issues regarding eyesight, cervical problem. So yes, I am why I am mentioning, so that in a way I can motivate all those homemakers who just hesitate, to come
yes,
forward, to
yes.
step forward. So I think we should never give up. In spite of all the problems, we should take that step to chase our dreams. And today I'm living my dream, and I'm happy and content.
Yeah, so interesting. And being a homemaker is very interesting. And could you please tell me that how do you manage that? Still being a homemaker, you manage to learn even other, even you learn yourself. I think that apart from using these types of conversation, do you practice others like personally?
These kind of fun I have started, I guess, 2 months before ago, I would say. Now it's just
Okay.
maximum 2 months, because I wasn't aware of this Skype platform. I came across on YouTube only when I found that so many YouTubers are interacting with each other. So
Yeah, so
I didn't have Skype app on my phone. I was taking classes on Google Meet app or on Zoom. But I wasn't recording any classes, because I did not take that paid version of these application. I was using only that basic version. But as a homemaker, you know what? When you love something, so it is not difficult for you to achieve your dream, right?
yeah,
So my
yes.
day starts at 5 o'clock. Doesn't matter Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I am an early bird. So if you start,
Even my mom also wakes up
yes,
early in the morning. My mom
yes. So
also wakes up early in the morning.
right. So
Yeah,
if you start your day early, you have you get extra hours to manage your stuff. So by 9 or 9:30, I'm done. I am done with my breakfast and all the stuff. And then I started. If I have any session, then I go for session. Otherwise, I record myself or I edit my videos. I try to keep myself busy. I don't scroll reels or shorts, right? I don't
yeah,
watch TV. So whenever I get leisure hours, I always, either I am searching for a new word to add in my vocabulary, or I start recording myself. Most of the time, I have divided my day like 3 to 4 hours for these kind of sessions, 2 to 3 hours for my regular classes, online classes that I take. And you know what, Saurabh? These days, I'm taking online classes for free. Can you imagine?
wow, that's
Yes,
so
I
amazing.
uh, because you know what, I want to learn and I want to share my knowledge. I
Yes,
started
sir.
taking my online tuition classes for rupees 500 a month. then then it was 1000 for rupees 1000 a month, and for last 6 months I was charging. I have tied up with a online academy, with an online academy, and I was they people were giving me. Actually, I wasn't charging, but I was getting rupees 3000 for one student. So yes,
Okay.
I made money also, but now I just want students to reach me. So that is the reason. If I find that okay, that student is interested to learn, if he's not able to pay, so it's fine with me. I just want a
Uh,
curious learner. So in a way, I am also learning and I'm sharing my knowledge. So I think if you want to learn something, you need to open, like you need to open all the ways where you can get all the opportunities to explore yourself. I'm not doing any mahan kam, like great work, or I'm not doing, I would not say charity, because charities are always we should not disclose our charities. It's just a thing that I am trying to create an environment where I can get chances to speak. That is the reason.
yeah, so interesting. And you are a inquisitive lady,
Oh,
and you are
thank you so
very,
much.
yeah, yeah, ma'am.
Okay,
So
so
yes,
now it's my turn, because I am also curious to know about you.
yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Yes, so you have to tell me your journey, like how did you think that okay, you should go for this kind of conversation, and do you have your YouTube channel?
Yes, so ma'am, actually I have YouTube channel, but I don't have that much subscriber. But I have
Okay.
channel. Okay, yeah. So, well, actually, if I talk about my journey, ma'am, so I did not speak, let alone speak. I can't even read. Also, I can't even know. I knew only one thing, like ABCD, and I
Okay.
learned I means me, and you means tum, just after 12, after 11, I think so. And this way I
Okay.
started learning. Yeah, then I started learning, and then I stopped learning. And suddenly when corona
Mhm.
just period came, and then I started learning once again. At
Okay.
that time, yeah, I was just free, so I
Mhm.
started learning, and I started learning from the beginning. And this way that I learned at first sentence formation, and secondly
Mm.
I learned that how to speak and these types of things, even preposition, all these things. Even I have many notebooks also. Uh,
Okay.
I have a notebook that which I made that time from YouTube channel. Even as you know that I am from West Bengal, so my mother tongue is Bengali. So it's very
Bengali.
difficult, yeah, very
Yes.
difficult for me to learn. So that's why what
Right.
I used to do, that I listen that Hindi language, and then I translate that in my Bengali, because I can't write.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, Hindi also. Even I don't know how to write Hindi, because I
Hmm.
learned Hindi only two year, I think so, 2 to 3 year in my school, because Hindi our third language.
Hmm.
English is, yeah, Bengali is first language, English is second, and third one is Hindi. So Hindi is not but that much not important in our
Hmm.
state. So I did not learn that thing. So I started learning this way, that translating these things, and this way I learned preposition, formation, and all. So
Hmm.
I would like to tell you from your channel that if you want to learn English, so I think that you need to learn. I am talking about speaking English. So I
Hmm.
want to learn one thing, that is sentence formation.
Hmm.
And English is not require that much grammar, like you have to know how types of how many types of nouns are there, adjective are
Hmm.
there. It's not
Yes.
our job. Yeah,
Right.
so just you need to know that what is adjective, what is
Right.
verb, what is it, and that's all.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so
Exactly.
so in
Yes.
this way I started learning. Even
Okay.
I just started to speak to myself at my home, and this way every day I told a story and
Mm.
told a story. It could be anything, like my what I did in the morning to um, from morning to how to say I'd say at night,
At night.
since night rather. So
How did you spend your day? How
yeah,
did
yeah,
you
yeah,
spend
brother,
your
yeah,
day?
that's that's right. So in this way, even I did something else also. I read any story at first and then try to
Mm.
speak that things in my way, and this way I started improving my English.
Oh
And
God.
now I'm just learning from you also and some other or platform also, and so I'm
Okay.
very, yeah, very interesting learning English right now.
Yes,
Rather, I'm
actually,
fond of English right now. Yeah, sorry.
your journey is also very intriguing, I would say, and it was full of challenges. So,
Yeah,
have you ever taken any specific classes, or you learned all by your own?
yeah, not like that. And I had taken some classes from English theory. I
Okay.
actually it's just a few months ago. I
Okay.
have started. Yeah, and since I am just taking, I have been taking the classes from English theory. I think so that that English learn to learn English in
Hmm.
a trainer is very important, because he
Yes.
knows that how to
How?
work on that,
Yes.
because
Right.
he just has gone that way.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
yeah, so that's why
Actually,
I'm,
you get a direction. You get a
yeah,
direction,
yeah, yeah,
and
get is, yeah,
when we are learning, we need someone to make us correct at times
yeah,
if
yeah,
we are
sure, sure,
making a mistake, right? So yes, actually, guidance is always important at every
yeah,
step. And you mentioned a good point here that if we want to speak English, just for
yeah,
speaking English, we do not have much to do with the nouns and pronouns. Yes, we need
yeah,
to know sentence formation. It is very
yeah,
important. How to
yeah, sure, sure,
construct a good sentence and a correct sentence.
yeah,
And
yeah,
second
so
thing, these days, you know what, these days adjectives are crucial part of speaking English,
yeah,
because no one is interested in speaking basic English. No one wants to say it's good. Everyone wants to go for adjectives instead of
yeah,
good, charming, gorgeous, or nice, top notch kind of words. But I would suggest you, if you are a learner, if you in your beginning or intermediate stage, you should go for basic and easy vocabulary. Don't run after
yeah,
complex
yeah,
words, because you know
yeah, yeah,
what?
right,
First, be comfortable with this language, okay? Then gradually you can add on all these kind of new words or fancy words. So
yeah.
it's amazing that you did you okay, do you understand Hindi verbally?
Yeah,
Okay,
I know,
you
even I
understand.
can speak, because I am just working on Hindi also right now.
Okay,
And
great.
even that's why I every day I speak speak in any topic in
Mm.
Hindi also, apart from English. Apart from I learn English. That every day I
Mm.
speak in English and try to speak, express my grievance, my feeling, and whatever I have, I try to express. But rather than that, I learn some
Okay,
these types of
that's
things.
very
Yeah,
nice.
Hindi.